y'all, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. So I wanted to do a reaction on Strong Mommy Chrissy's video entitled I Had to Call the Police because I got something to say. Okay, so we're gonna get into it, y'all. Let's go.
No, really though, I have to come out here and put this video out because if I don't put it out, there's gonna be some bald-headed ass scallywag that's going to try to do it before me, and I just absolutely am not gonna let nobody do that to me no more. So fuck it. It is what it is. I might as well get ahead of the game, okay? Let me just start off by saying that lately I have been struggling with like depression, and I've been going through a lot. I'm not only have I been struggling with COVID recently, but I'm feeling better now, by the way, you guys. Feeling much better. I'm a little hoarse.
So it's funny how, you know, she had to take a break off for COVID signs and symptoms or what have you after her little scandal with the money um, issue with giving people their money back for the ads or the free press and promotion. So now all of a sudden she healed, y'all. She's healed.
And things like that, but I'm on an up and up. So I was going through something and I didn't even know I was going through something. And
What you going through, girl? What are you going through? I mean, the fact that you got to relocate with 5011 children. What are you going through, miss? Child, I swear these drag queens be a child. If we didn't wear so much, well, I ain't gonna say, I'll take that back. Not we. But if girls didn't wear so much makeup, I mean, you'd be able to tell the difference between a drag queen and a real woman. And I don't have nothing against makeup. I think, for some people, they might want it, they need it, whatever. But maybe the drag queens, they just child. It make it too easy for them to just be able to slap on some eyelashes and a pound of foundation and throw a wig on. And now you got themselves walking around calling themselves women. That's a damn shame.
I
Sorry,
hate
y'all.
that I have
Sorry, y'all. That was a little sidetrack.
had to struggle for the last few months and not know what was wrong with me, and now I know what has been going on with me, and it's really just been a combination of just life in general, but mostly my past situation that I was in.
Chrissy, I haven't been watching you consistently, but I got a feeling that this is like a kind of like a common theme, so to speak, in your story. Granted, we all go through things at different times. And I mean, you've had periods of happiness, in particular when you with a man. But, girl,
A lot of people ridiculing me about something that was very sensitive for me at the time, and I guess I didn't even really understand how sensitive that relationship was for me and how triggering everything was online. So it kind of made me not want to post that, amongst other things. I kind of felt stuck, like I can't post anything, I can't show anything because people are going to do this and that to me, and it really felt like this ugly beast that I was kind of trying to get away from. And
yeah, you should be selective with what you post and a lot more, cautious and careful. I mean, I don't know what you thought the people was going to do. You think you just going to come on here? I mean, they do this shit I mean, who do you think you are? That's all I got to say. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody asked for that, but you know, um, When you got 150,000 subs, I don't think it's hard to. It's just not. Um, it's just naive to think that you know everybody gonna like you. Everybody gonna go along with what you do. Nobody's gonna have a problem with you. Like, I mean, we all been getting picked on since we was in grade school. People gonna have something to say, and you been knew that the internet likes to dig up shit. So, girl, get over yourself. Get over it. You either be transparent and shit. This the price you gotta pay for being on this motherfucker. You ain't I mean, shit, it is what it is now. You see what the people capable of doing. Shit, I'm not looking for nothing. I'm not paying for a piece of document. I ain't going to search. Um, I ain't doing none of that. But with 150K subs, between the people in the bushes and people in the comment section, Lipstick Alley. You don't fucking know who out here, watching you, who sit there and obviously people do have time on their hands. It's a lot of people that shit. They hate they that's just what they do. And they don't make no bones about it. I mean, obviously they ain't gonna ever come out and show who they are, but this is the price for fame. God forbid if you was fucking, you know, I don't know, Beyonce shit. And you see how she handled the naysayers. She just said fucking ignore them. But y'all bitches can't ignore because y'all like this drama. If you ignore it, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends. People like Beyonce, they able to put their words out into a song or some shit. Um, but girl, I don't know.
hide from. So by hiding from it, I didn't post. I haven't been posting on YouTube and things like that because I couldn't. For some reason, I couldn't take the scrutiny because I already had built myself up to be like, listen. I had already beat myself up enough about a failing relationship and just being
You can't take the scrutiny, bitch, because you're not focused. You're not focused on what you're doing. And like somebody said, like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, granted, we ain't paying your bills, bitch, but how is you making a coin? Like not focusing on this internet shit, this YouTube shit that you signed up for the past 10 years and you ain't even cracked six figures, bitch. I mean, I don't know how much you make a month or nothing like that. You probably had made a couple of thousands of dollars at periods of time, like a big old income tax check or some shit. And then, you do whatever with it, but it ain't consistent. I'd rather have consistency, but that's just me. Or if I'm gonna do this shit, if I'm gonna vlog my life and be on here, I'm gonna go higher body. Especially if I'm exposed to the world. The fuck?
reminding about being reminded of it online, people getting the facts wrong, people victim shaming me, and all kinds of different things kind of made me just want to crawl inside of a shell and hide. And that's not even like your girl. Your girl, y'all know me.
Bitch, people can't get the facts wrong when the fucking documentation is fucking public record. I mean, yeah, a lot of it's speculation, but when you add two and two together, the shit equal four, bitch. It may not be true, but it ain't far fetched. Just because you have a history and people have been watching you for years. And no, that doesn't mean we know the ins and outs of Strong Mammy Chrissy. But girl, listen, wash, rinse, repeat, bitch. It ain't that hard because you ain't the only one doing the same dumb shit in a different body. That's all.
I like to tussle. That's not even like me. I'm about to be 32 years old on Sunday. And one of the things,
What does that mean? She like to tussle. See, I know people thinking, and listen, this is my opinion. I personally don't feel like Chrissy is a battered woman. I personally feel like it's mutual combat. In a lot of instances, that's what domestic violence is. And a lot of people, a lot of women fail to realize that men, are just as much as a victim of women. Um, Domestic violence is portrayed as though it's just women or mostly women. There's a lot of men that be getting their ass kicked because they fear for hitting a woman back, and going to jail, or they fear for hurting. They fear that that they would hurt their woman because of how strong they are as a man. Meanwhile, they getting slapped around, and just taking it. That's a little off track, but don't necessarily be fooled because he got his mug shots and everything, but I don't see Chrissy cowering in no corners, letting somebody just go upside her head. Personally, that's just my opinion because everybody and their mama, and I don't know Chrissy that well. 'Cause like I said, I wasn't, have not been a consistent watcher. Um, but you could tell she got a mouth on her. And Chrissy ain't gonna let you just hit her. I'm sorry. I don't care if she lose and get her ass kicked. She gonna try to fight back. Now, do that is that am I excusing Rob for any of his behavior? Hell no. If he obviously he done got locked up for his wrongdoings, as he very well should. And at the end of the day, you know, um, they probably would have stayed together longer had the shit not been all over the internet anyway. Cause some people just love toxicity. And that's just like that blue face and Christian girl. Leave each other the hell alone. Like what is the purpose of putting hands on each other? I mean, when you especially, when you grown. Anyway.
things that I reflect on and I've been reflecting on for my 31st year of life is that I went through a lot of growing pains and I went through a lot of things that I would never, ever, ever, ever go through again in life. I've let myself and allowed myself to be doormats and bags and everything else for people, and I don't deserve that. Even with 9 kids, I deserve so much more. And I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm a good woman. And when I find a good man, I'm gonna be a good woman to that man. And when I reflect back, I honestly do feel like I have spent a lot of my younger years and even up until this, honestly do feel like I have spent a lot of I'm a good woman. And when I so much more. And I'm not gonna get I don't deserve that. I've let myself and allowed myself to be doormats and punching bags and everything else for people, and I don't deserve that.
Um, I don't know. I just had to pause it here for a second. She allowed herself to be doormats and punching bags. Uh, that's an interesting way of putting it. I don't know. Is this in reference to the men that she choose? Is that who she referring to? The men that she choose to be with? That women like to say, well, I didn't know, or I didn't see the red flags, or I ignored the red flags. Is that who we talking about, Chrissy? I mean, yeah, you get to make the mistakes when you in your early 20s, after your first or second kid. But that's neither here nor there.
Even with 9 kids, I deserve so much more, and I'm not gonna get emotional.
When she said I deserve so much more, I don't know. I kind of, in what, in respect of relationships, because I feel as though she made her choice. You need to raise them 9 children by yourself until that last one turn 18, and I stand by that shit. Now listen, that's just my opinion. Chrissy gonna have about 4, 5 more boyfriends before it's all said and done, child, and probably get married again in the next 10 years, within the next 5, 10 years.
I'm
But I said what I said.
a good woman, and when I find a good
What make you a good woman, sis? What make you a good woman? Cause you done had about 8, 7, 8. Some say 9 by 7. Some say 8 by 7, or some say 9 by 8. What make you a good woman that you couldn't make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them relationships last? Besides the sex, man, what make you a good woman?
man, I'm gonna be a good woman to that man. And when I reflect back, I honestly do feel like I have spent a lot of my younger years and even up until this 31st year just trying to search for someone to love me, search for someone to fill this void, make up for lost time. And
Well, it seemed to me you had a bunch of babies to try to fill them voids, sister. So who you searching?
be loved, and I don't know, just a combination of a whole
No, you don't know. And that's why your ass need therapy. You don't know. And you need a mama that will kick you in your ass.
bunch of mistakes and looking for a lot of stuff in all the wrong places. And you know what it took me into? I went through this last relationship, this most recent relationship, to realize that I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. I don't have to. I am I'm okay with being by myself. I'm okay with being with me.
Girl, no, you're not. No, you're not. You can lie to yourself if you want to, Chrissy. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children back there in that room. That shows that you are not okay with being alone, ma'am.
I love being with me. I
No, you
value
don't.
that. I cherish that. And that's something that and that's a lot of things a lot of us can't do. A lot of us just
Chrissy, you want a relationship so bad that you can taste it, y'all. I mean, I don't know who you think you fooling besides yourself, but you can go ahead and keep on lying to you, because you ain't lying to us.
can't sit with ourselves, and that was my problem. I couldn't sit with
What you're looking for has always felt
Very,
just out of
very,
reach.
very you.
It's a new day. There's a perfect fit just waiting for
Very
you.
you, sure.
myself long enough. I don't care if you date. I don't care if you play the field a little bit, but just like reserve yourself. Just there is a beauty in just reserving yourself and not committing to the first person who's available.
Is reserving yourself? What the hell? Is that the right word or the right term? What is she talking about? And who's she trying to give advice to? Who?
Who wants to commit to you and vetting those people properly. And also
No, she ain't talking about vetting people properly, child. No, you ain't. Girl, bye.
accountability has been something that I've been really working on in my 30s as well. So, just
What she
I'm a
been
work in
working
progress,
on?
you guys. I'm not perfect. And also, accountability has been something that I've been really working.
Accountability, man. You need somebody to hold you accountable. You can't work on it yourself. Listen here, sister. Um, you know, I have had my trifling, moments in my early 20s and whatnot, being a single mom of one daughter. And you know, it took my mother to say, "Hey, wait a minute now. What you think you Nuh-uh. What you think you doing?" Um Although, even though there were times when I wasn't even living with her and I had my own place, and she would tell me, things, tell me what she had to say, how she felt about whatever the case was. Um, if whenever she found out something, and that's just what it was. And of course, I knew she was right. And even in your early 20s, even if you're grown and on your own, sometimes you know you still need that mother figure when you out here, you single, you ain't got no husband. Shit. And so I had to come back with my tail tucked between my legs plenty of times. Where the man showed me exactly what it was, and my mother had already predicted the outcome. And I had to be like, oh shit, damn, she was right. Of course, I wasn't gonna tell her that, you know. But eventually I straightened it out to the point where, I didn't have nobody around my kids. Um and damn sure wouldn't have nobody spend the night. If they met or seen anybody, it was during the day. And they was introduced as a friend. That's it and that's all. And if anything, I went over to their house to stay the night and do whatever I was gonna do. You understand? But you can't do that because you got 50, 11 children. So this whole accountability thing, you got your amen corner talking about, I'm sorry you going through. Protect you and the kids at all costs. We never had bad intentions. I'm sorry. Praying for you and the kids. Hey, Chrissy, glad to hear you feeling better. You got your little amen corner over here, girl. You ain't gonna ever fix yourself, fix your life, like Iyanla said. Because you got too many people pat you on the back, you know what I'm saying? Telling you what you want to hear. And that's like when they say, entertainers and shit. A lot of entertainers talk about having yes men. Bitch, you should never want to have just yes men around you. Of course, you need support and everything like that, but you also gotta hear the truth. You also gotta hear, bitch, you fucked up. You is fucked up. What you doing ain't right. Period. I still love you, but the shit is fucked up. Period. And I try not to, and maybe not as hard as I'm saying it, because I can get a little aggressive sometimes, y'all. But, even I have to, so I am careful about how I approach my daughter if I don't like something and she's 25, and she grown as hell. But recently I had to tell her something, and I said it in a respectful way, you know, try to be careful because you don't want to hurt people, but it still got to be said whether you like it or not. And I tell her, anytime I got something to say, I know you don't want to hear what I got to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And you can take it for what it is and do whatever it is you're gonna do, but you gonna hear what I got to say. And that's that on that. And you don't have that. And I feel sorry for you in that sense. I really, truly feel sorry for you for not having someone to sit you down and say, um, enough already. Enough. You got kids. You need to focus on them kids and worry about a man later.
On in my 30s as well. So, just I'm a work in progress, you guys. I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress, and that's really all I'm trying to say. That's really all I'm trying to say.
She been a work in progress for how long? Now, you don't, a work in progress. What is a work in progress? You can't work, you, people say that all the time because it sounds good. Ma'am, if you don't go to therapy, you're going to keep being a work in progress. You need to actually make real, tangible steps towards progress. And the only way you can do that is through therapy. Hello? Don't they have it online now? And it's probably and something through Medicaid or some shit? Or a life coach and a life coach or something. Because this work in progress, ma'am,
The
it's a
second
no.
part and the most important part of this video is to kind of be honest with you guys and be real and raw. And also,
Oh, let me just say now, are we always learning in life? Yes. Yes. But some shit at a certain age, you just gotta be done with. You gotta be over and moved on. Like, for example, the whole Will Smith Chris Rock thing. Now, okay, when Chris made that joke and Jada made that face and Will looked at Jada, after he was laughing, he saw the disappointment in his wife's face, right? Um, so in my mind, I'm like, so my thought was, I'm like, you know, even if he made a little gesture like, I'm gonna see you after, I got you after this, and handle that shit backstage, right? As opposed to losing his temper like that and going up on stage slapping that man on national television. At 50 years old, dude, like that part of your temper should have been already, like, that's something that should be dealt with, put away with, like, especially with the resources and I'm sure the amount of therapy that you have already had, Will Smith, I'm talking about. He's been working with therapists because when he wrote this book, he had he did his videos and shit where he was including, showing us behind the scenes of reading his book to his family. He's got his therapist and things like that if you follow his channel. So I know he has access to these people. Now I'm not saying, obviously, you know, we're human, so we're gonna uh, uh, we'll spaz out, you know, we may or may not spaz out at certain things, right? But to do that in front of a national audience, as opposed to handling him backstage, I feel like he could have kept his composure until then. Even if you were going to lose it like that, there was a time and place for that. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, some things should be just, you should get to an age where you just know that like, I would never do that on national TV. you know like, I mean, what the hell? I'm not saying you're not gonna get angry and not want to smack the shit out of somebody or what have you, but it's just certain things that you just got to be willing to just, as you learn and grow and mature, you just like, I'm not doing that. I'm past that. I'm not dealing with that. You know, and I know everybody not gonna process shit that way because everybody ain't really um had the proper tools, I guess you could say. I noticed that I handle workplace gossip differently. I handle, you know, stress differently since I've been in therapy. I learned coping tools and shit like that. Things to cope. Um some things I've been through, I learned not to sweat the small stuff. So that's the progress I've made as just in my everyday life. And then I had to um decide how I wanted to present myself in a relationship, how I was going to show up for my man, how I was going to show up for myself. You know, for example, I've been really selfish when it comes to relationship for years. I've never really bought a man anything. Um, never really thought about it. Um, so when I do present myself to someone, I want to pay more attention to um being thoughtful and considerate, and I don't know, I guess that's like a major thing, you know, that I had to learn, you know. Um I never been the jealous type. I'm not going through no phones. I'm not checking. I listen. I'm not doing all of that. So that's not already not even me. But when I say tangible things, those are the things that you know, after doing the work, you start to realize, okay, this is what I need to change about me. And I think that's pretty good for my relationship wise. Um, Yeah, because I think that's like the biggest thing for me, just being selfish. And and I guess maybe catering, um, giving, things of that nature. But see, I don't have to, I don't, I don't pick bums, so to speak. I mean, no shade, no offense, but like I don't deal, I don't put myself out there for people that, first of all, don't have a job, don't have a career, don't have their own house or car. You know what I'm saying? So that's not my issue. That, if anything, start there. Start there, Chrissy. Like, just start there. Next time I see a man around you, miss, you better have a 15 passenger van or a sprinter. You understand? Because if he don't come around and provide that, then it ain't no need for him to be around. You understand, little girl? And it's gonna take a real simp, finding a real simp, because I don't care what y'all call it. I'm calling him a simp, child. Because I don't know what man will come on and take on 9 children. I just don't know. Now, I did have a girlfriend who, she had 9 siblings, and her father left her mother, her mother, and all them children for another bitch with 11 children. So, but all I'm saying is, miss, if he don't come with a sprinter van or something that you can bust, then I don't want to see him. That's all I got
So
to
to kind of
say.
put my business out there before everybody else does, and because I hate when people do that, and it's really not that serious. So let me just go ahead and say, let me just go ahead and say it first before people try to say they make a name and make money off of it. I need to be the first one cashing in if it's going to be talked about, regardless.
See, that's how you know she listen to reactors too. Cause it ain't but one person that talked about capitalizing off of your shenanigans, sis. And you already know who that was. So instead of figuring it out for yourself, cause you're too damn stupid, you've been on this internet for so damn long and you still don't know what the hell's going on.
No way I can prevent this from hitting the media, so I might as well get ahead of it. So here we go. Rod got arrested last night. I called the police on him. I did it myself on purpose. And really what happened was he showed up at my house and I had to call the police on him because he would not leave.
Very
Dreaming of becoming a
mysterious.
doctor? Make it a reality at the #1 provider of new doctors to the
I got
U.S.
something to say.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because active days together start the night before. On the smart bed, proven to provide more restful sleep.
Sorry, y'all.
Very irate, just erratic, and all this other stuff. I don't have time for it. So that's basically what happened in a nutshell. I'm not going to go into supreme detail because it was very quick.
So, I was listening to other reactors, and it was very clear that Rod is a drunk, and people say Chrissy liked to, she liked to get sloshed too. Um, it's so much that can happen with a man who drinks. I mean, Lord Jesus, I mean, it's one thing having boys, because boys that people we as a society don't acknowledge boys as much as far as getting molested as girls. And it's just so much that can happen with a drunk man in the house, especially if he's not your kid's father. I mean, and so many women, they just they want to believe the best in the guy that they choose because they feel like they know that they would never put their child in harm's way. But, you know, putting that kind of trust in a stranger, even somebody that I mean, you had to get to know this man, but you brought him around your kids, and um, it's not like you dated him for 2 years prior to moving him in with the kids. So, and it's only so much time you can spend with somebody when you have a ton of kids without just moving him in. And I'm going to say it again. I stand by the fact that, you know, moving a man into your home with your children goes to show that you have control issues, ma'am. Because, with few exceptions, is a man, should a man move in with a woman? And that's on per. um, that's just my opinion.
I gave him an opportunity to leave. He refused to leave, and so I called the police on him. He got arrested for violation of his bond conditions because part of his bond conditions is that he is not allowed around me. And why the fuck you keep coming around me if you're not allowed around me? Period. At this point, I'm just protecting me and my kids, and I'm not about to deal with it.
Chrissy, let's not go there, bitch. Because now I know you deserve this roasting. Because you're not going to sit up here and act like, now you love your kids, but man, you still put your love life before your children, okay? And you know how this man got down and how he drank himself into a stupor, or until he showed his ass. This ain't the first time, miss, that he done showed his ass. And you know this. So cut the bullshit about protecting your kids. Because if you really was trying to protect the kids, you wouldn't have this drunk felon in your home.
I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Now she trying to act like she's so above. She's so above the mess. But when y'all be duking it out in front of them kids, or at least where they can hear it, you wasn't above it then, Missy. Because you ain't gonna tell me y'all ain't fought in the house with them children.
I've done a very, very good job of not bashing anybody online, and I will continue
Girl, shut up. You couldn't be my child because I would have been slapped you.
to do that because I do not want to bash anybody. But when it comes to me and my kids' safety, I do not play. So instead of somebody getting their little Twitter fingers popping,
And see, she always worried about what somebody else doing. That's your problem. That's your motherfucking problem, bitch. Because you worried about this internet and what they thinking of you and how your business get leaked out into the streets, as opposed to not being in this position in the first fucking place. And yeah, I say it because, all that, oh, people make mistakes, I'm not perfect, this, that, and the third. No, ma'am. Now, even with his conviction, his record, you know what I'm saying? And, you can't really date anybody in the traditional way, because who gonna watch the kids? Who gonna feed the kids? And ain't nobody paying to take you to no movies and no restaurant, ma'am. Not with no 9 children. Okay. And from the looks of it, Rod ain't had transportation in the first, and and barely had a job when it was all said and done. So nobody's treating you like a traditional woman or dating you like a traditional woman. Be clear. So
And getting online and trying to say, whatever about whatever, however, and trying to embarrass me with my own personal business. It's unfortunate. Yes, I know there's going to be a multitude of you guys like, damn, I wish you didn't even have to do this. And girl, I wish I didn't either, but it is what it is. So we just here now.
Chrissy, you need to go to bed.
So, it's life at this point, and I'm ready to move on from it. And if the mother ever show up again, I'm gonna call again. I'm gonna reserve the right to call again and again and again and again and again, because I'm gonna feel safe in my own home. My kids are gonna feel safe in their own home,
Did
and
somebody
that's
say she had
just
a
what it is.
restraining order?
Period. There's not gonna be any other in between. We're gonna all be safe and feel safe. Period. Point blank, that's it. I really don't think there's anything else for me to say. I just wanted to put that out there so that everybody can get on the lawn. So for the ones who really do care and will look this up and will find this information, yes, he's in jail. Yes, I called the police on him.
And I was listening to TMR last night, and she made such a good point about how the fuck you dealing with a man who ain't got shit to lose? A nigga that's got time to get locked up and ain't got to worry about no job. He don't have no job. And did he ever have a job? Because the way he getting locked up and you calling the police makes it very clear that he ain't got shit to lose. And he ain't got and it's like he don't have nothing. But this is who you pick to be around your kids and to be a role model for your boys. That's who you picked. Really, girl? Really, girl. And fuck all that shit about, and whoever say something talking about, making a mistake and this, that, and the other. You can't afford to make mistakes. You can't afford to make those kind of mistakes. Let's just say that. Okay? if I had a choice between a nigga coming up to me, approaching me, um, who didn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, versus a man who got a fucking job and or a career and his own shit, who you think I'ma choose? But that's because I had options, bitch. I'm 43 now. I'm a little bit older, so I ain't really in the dating pool like that. So you know what I'm saying? But I have always, made sure whoever I dealt with was on my level or higher. You understand? But he on your level. That's your level. Because when people talk about you deserve this and you deserve that, Chrissy, you don't deserve shit but to stay home and raise them motherfucking kids. Because I don't know what kind of man is going to come into that situation and provide for all of y'all and, be a man of some real substance. You ain't found him yet. And like I said, I wish a nigga would in my family come to a damn picnic talking about, oh, this my girl and her 9 kids. Cause I'm gonna be like, nigga, what? If you don't get your ass out of here and don't bring them kids back to my house, cause I'm not feeding all them motherfuckers. Yo, I was trying to describe this shit to my daughter. I couldn't even, yo. She was looking at me like, girl, what the hell do you be watching on YouTube? I'm like, yo, you wouldn't even believe this shit. But not just to say, and I'm not trying to say I'm better, but I try to be selective shit. You know? I mean, hell. My ex, I dated, my exes are firefighters, police officers, UPS, fucking, construction workers, bitch. I will deal with the riffraff. I tell you, cause one time my best friend, I call her my sister. My sister, some hood booger corner boy that was friends with my sister, my guy sister. He gonna say, what's up with your sister? She was like, she was like, oh no, she not gonna talk to you. He was like, she shut that shit down so motherfucking quick. Bitch, listen, you already know. I don't get down. I don't get down. I don't think I'm better than nobody. But I be damned if I'm about to be out here rolling around in the dirt with a nigga that ain't got shit. Bitch, please. I could do bad all by myself.
And yes, I did it because he showed up to my property and he's not supposed to be here. And I told him to leave nicely and he wouldn't. Now, to be honest, you guys, I did not want to have to call the police on him because I didn't want to do this. I did not want the internet to know about it. But at the same time, my kids and my safety matters more to me than what you guys think of me. And
Girl, shut up. Alright, let's read some Lipstick Alley, child, because I can't. Let's see. Shout out to Lipstick Alley. They always got the great comments. They always there to roast and they always here for a roasting session, child. So, what was this video? Wait a minute. When did this girl record this thing? Oh, 1 day ago. Okay. So let's get into it. Let's go back one more to when she first um come on. Damn. She's mine. He's mine. The man I want to fuck, I got him all the time. He's mine. What's this about? This is a long ass thread. What they talking about? Okay, let's see. Oh, they talking about the refund. Chrissy, not to belittle you, but to admonish you as you had time to admonish you as you had time to audio read Rich Dad Poor Dad and recommend it to others, but probably won't hear Mr. Robert Kiyosaki say this at any of the seminars in which they talk about rental property investments. Yes, I wasted money on their fruitless seminar. Oh, they preaching, child. I ain't about to read that. Let's see. I wanna. I wanted to start with Thursday. Hang on, y'all. Hang on with me. stay up today. So somebody said, Philly for real said, yeah, her boys will be coddled and allowed to lay up, of course, and the girls will have to find men to take care of them and help mama out too. Whichever ones that can help her, since they owe her for raising them, she'll keep around. Chrissy is not trying to get off her big ass and work no time soon. Yeah, I wonder what how she gonna manage her daughter's virginity if she's gonna put them on birth control. What is she gonna do? Does she want them to be like her? Is she gonna give them any kind of advice about keeping their legs closed? Like, what are you gonna say? I don't know, child. I mean, but poverty is generational, and single motherhood, it's just, it's just one of them things where I tell my daughter, if you become a single mother, I'm gonna kick your ass. No, I'm just kidding, but I just, so basically, me as a single mom, I said, listen, I'm a single mom, but I still am going to ask you to get married before you have a baby. That's it, and that's all. And if you don't, I'm gonna pluck your eyes out. No, I'm just kidding. So this, I'm just nosy. Said Chrissy is such a garbage person with all of this shit that she's put over the years. Her goofy ass deserves to be on the street. But it's not fair for those kids. She should treat them so much better. Um, okay, let's see who's watched the video. Wolf Moon says Ross showed up and violated his bond. According to her, the condition of bond is to stay away from her. He didn't come to her place irate. She claimed she asked him to leave when he didn't leave. She called the cops. What? How they know? Um, Somebody said he need a GPS monitor. And said, I wouldn't be surprised if she invited him over, then he flipped. Her pussy still comes first. She hasn't learned shit. Chrissy has learned to do her same bullshit, but to telling herself first before Ellen says that. Oh boy, she was dressed up for something, child. She better hope he stays in jail for the next month because she about to never mind. I don't have anything nice to say. I think she using a weird video filter because he put hands on her. Um, oh, I thought Rod is a good guy. I thought Rod wasn't any danger. Now you calling the cops. Of course she gonna lie. But I don't know why she failed to realize that people know, without knowing because she's too predictable. Chrissy has done this time and time again, just with different men. So it ain't nothing new. She's predictable. So predictable. Um, okay. Still delusion on her priorities are still fucked up. She still thinks she's a good woman that deserves a good man. Bitch raised them fucking kids. That's it. That's what I said. No good man will ever have you at 9 by 7. That is reality. Sit the fuck down. focus on other things, start gardening, knitting, painting, something else. And so I mean, and again, like I said, it's not about what she deserves because I mean, none of us really do anybody deserve anything? We deserve what we earn. Um, what she deserve? What love just because she got a coochie? You don't have anything to offer a man other than a coochie and 9 kids that don't belong to him. So I want to know if anybody got a problem that want to make a comment in the comment section. Tell me what the fuck she got to offer. And what make her so worthy that she deserve a good man? Because a good man don't need to be spending his resources on 9 kids that ain't his. I mean, people do what the hell they want to do. But good luck because any man that is willing to deal with a woman with a bunch of children, it's just a little suspicious to me. It's just a little more than suspicious. You know, because I mean, other than wanting to be housed and fed, nigga knowing you getting food stamps like a motherfucker, and you gonna keep a house because you got all them children, so he gonna always have a place to lay his head. Now you tell me what the fuck else do a nigga want with a bitch like this with 9 kids? Now I said what I said. Now is she worthy? Is she a human who, deserves to live life to the fullest? Yeah. But, ma'am, no, ma'am. You don't deserve a man just because you a woman. You better, girl, you better marry Jesus. Because that's the only man that wants your ass. Isn't this the second time violating the EPO? Why does he keep getting out? I know why. This man is clearly a danger. Oh Lord, Rod, look. Oh, Rod said I'm over this shit. Rod, take your ass back to Florida if you got to hitchhike, nigga. Take your ass to Florida. You gonna get you another 9x7. Don't worry. You halfway decent looking, just halfway looking. It's plenty of women out here like Chrissy. So trust and believe you won't have a problem with getting the next bitch. You won't. Anyway, they said it said his what you call it, his mug shots that took us on a hair journey. He done went from the little dreadlocks, the little twist to the damn dreadlocks by the time he got done with his mug shots. They said Lorraine Ray said she recorded that video at 4 a.m. Exactly. Who in the hell sitting in the house with a full face of makeup, eyelashes, outfit, and a wig? Child boo. Um. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, that was really weird. I didn't really pay attention to it until somebody had mentioned it, like 4 a.m. What the hell? That's the booty call uniform proves what and why the DV homosexual was there. She needs to get somewhere and sit down with that tall tale. And she's sitting up there telling a bunch of damn lies, child. Oh my god. Um, I'm confused how Rod just changed from this wonderful guy to being abusive. Just last week, he wasn't abusive and whatnot. I'm watching Yanni's live, and she brought up an important point that I was thinking. How is it she supposedly had COVID and people paid her to do promo videos, but she wasn't feeling good enough to do those videos, but she can hop on YouTube streets talking about she had to call the cops. Chrissy, you are so wicked. Those people pay for a promo. That's why she ain't ever had no luck. You see how many times this girl got to relocate and move and keep getting jammed up because she a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. Nigga ask about me. Nigga ask about me. She a hustler slash scam artist. Shit, ain't nothing good gonna come out of this shenanigans. But her amen corner gonna keep saying, "Go on, sis. Go ahead, sis." Which is, I don't know what's more disrespectful, because that's not real friendship. Telling somebody that's doing wrong to keep on doing the same shit. Good Lord. I don't know where they find these people at, y'all. Um, I would like to give hugs all around to everyone in the thread. We saved this lady life. She don't even know it. Her timing is late. Her lives are still, but at least the innocent children are less in harm's way. Chrissy can be embarrassed about being a bad. She better get a goddamn gun. But she can't do that with them 9 children, with them 8 kids around. Lord Jesus, please don't. Take that back. Take it back. Don't get a gun. I don't know what you gonna do, child. Because if that nigga come to the house again, he might have had to get his head blown off. Because you're not gonna keep stalking me. You better find somewhere else to go. We ain't got no kids. We ain't got nothing to get, no property. Go on about your business. Now, if she say he come around there again, Chrissy, I'm telling you, you might have to buy you a little pistol and keep it on your body at all times or something. Chrissy can be embarrassed about being a battered woman and take all the ass whooping she wants. Oh Lord. All right, y'all. On that note, I'm gonna end this video. Thank y'all for stopping by and tuning in.